Giving birth as a woman, especially as a black woman in America, is the most traumatizing thing you can do. I go to the hospital a few weeks before my baby is due because they wanted to check the protein in my urine to make sure I didn't have preeclampsia, which is like really dangerous when you're pregnant. So we go to the hospital to drop off my urine, and they're like, hey, do you just want to have the baby today? And I was so tired of being pregnant. I was like, yes, let's do it. So they induce my labor, and I don't have any contractions for like 12 hours. Finally, I start having contractions, and I knew from rip, give me the epidural. I'm not even playing with y'all. I actually didn't even feel any contractions because they gave me the epidural before I had contractions. Because when you induce labor, it's like even more painful. I don't know. Anyways, so they give me the epidural before my contractions start, and my contractions start, and I feel like this intense pain. I tell the male doctor, like, hey, I'm feeling like this like intense pain. He's like, not possible. Are you sure it's pain or is it just pressure? I was like, I think I know the difference between pain and pressure when it is in my uterus. Yes, this is pain, not like period cramps, not like I gotta poop. This is like, it feels like someone's tearing my stomach open, and they're coming every few minutes. So I knew they were contractions. But because I wasn't like screaming and crying, they thought it was all in my head and it was just pressure. They're like, does it feel like you have to pee? Pee? No, it feels like an alien is trying to rip open my abdomen. After hours, I'm talking about hours of me complaining about this, I had a female nurse, and she was a black woman, thank God. Her name is Savannah. Savannah at St. Joe's. I love you, girl. I keep complaining about this pain, so finally she goes and gets the anesthesiologist. The anesthesiologist didn't believe me. He didn't want to come. And then finally he comes. He's telling me that there's no way I can feel these contractions. And I'm laying right on the hospital bed like this. And he's like, can you lift up your legs? And I was like, and he was like, yeah, you're not supposed to do that. You think? You think? Anyway, so they end up giving me epidural the correct time. This was getting epidural is the most painful thing. It was the most painful thing of giving birth. And I had a C-section. And it was so painful, I was crying. And he was just like, you gotta stop moving. That's why it didn't work the first time. You try it. Let me do it to you, sir. Like, they were the absolute worst. And then I just asked for a C-section. I was like, can I just ask for a C-section? I'm asking Savannah, the nurse. And she's like, yeah, you can. Because at this point, I had been in labor for hours. I wasn't dilated at all. I was like, I don't care about a little scar. Just take this baby out of me, please. And of course, the white male doctor comes in, and he's just like, are you sure you want to do that? Like, yeah, because if it's a C-section or natural birth, it doesn't matter. It's the same baby. Get this baby out of me. In the morning, I had a female doctor, and I had my C-section.